Is he even real at this point, or is he some kind of digital phenomenon? That was the question jokingly thrown into the air when Jimmy Fallon reportedly reacted in disbelief to yet another tidal wave of online buzz surrounding Jungkook of BTS. "He's everywhere," the late-night host exclaimed, half laughing, half stunned, as clips, hashtags, and viral edits once again flooded timelines across platforms worldwide. And just like that, the internet found itself under the spell of Jungkook again. It started, as it often does, with something deceptively simple: a short appearance, a casual moment, a single live broadcast, no grand announcement, no massive promotional machine roaring to life, just Jungkook being Jungkook. Yet within hours the digital landscape transformed into a glittering constellation of his name. Trending charts glowed with it, fan edits multiplied by the second, reaction videos surged, news outlets scrambled, comment sections combusted. Somehow, with what seemed like effortless ease, he had reclaimed the center of the online universe. Jimmy Fallon, who has welcomed BTS multiple times onto his show and witnessed firsthand the group's staggering global power, appeared genuinely amazed. For someone accustomed to viral sensations and celebrity hype cycles, even he seemed caught off guard by the scale. "Every time I open my phone, it's him," he reportedly joked, shaking his head in mock defeat. "I can't escape Jungkook, not that I want to." The audience laughed, but beneath the humor was a truth everyone recognized. Jungkook's presence online is not just frequent, it's overwhelming. What makes it even more astonishing is the unpredictability of it all. There was no album release tied to this latest surge, no major televised performance, no high-budget commercial campaign, just a moment, one that fans dissected frame by frame, second by second, turning it into a digital avalanche. That's the phenomenon. Jungkook doesn't chase the algorithm seems to chase him. Within minutes of the initial clip surfacing, fan accounts across continents translated his words into dozens of languages. Edits set to cinematic music appeared in under an hour. Hashtags in Korean, English, Spanish, Indonesian, Arabic, and more shot up simultaneously. It was as if a silent alarm had gone off in the global army network. Screens lit up in bedrooms, offices, trains, and classrooms. Notifications pinged. "Have you seen this? He did it again. Why is he like this?" The digital roar was deafening. Jimmy Fallon's astonishment mirrored what casual observers were thinking. How does one artist, in an era saturated with content and constant competition, continue to dominate attention so consistently? The internet is notoriously fickle. Trends rise and collapse within hours. Viral fame evaporates overnight. Yet Jungkook's dominance feels cyclical, almost rhythmic. He disappears just long enough for anticipation to build, then reemerges, and the explosion repeats. Industry insiders often speak about engagement metrics, audience retention, and viral triggers. But Jungkook seems to operate outside traditional formulas. His power lies in authenticity. When he laughs, it feels unfiltered. When he sings, it feels unrestrained. When he simply sits and talks to fans, the world leans in. That connection cannot be manufactured, it cannot be faked, and it certainly cannot be easily replicated. Fallon's reaction also highlights something deeper. Western media continues to be both fascinated and bewildered by the sustained global impact of BTS members individually. During BTS's group promotions, their collective force was undeniable. Stadium tour, chart-topping albums, record-breaking views, those milestones were monumental. But the solo era has proven something equally powerful. Each member, especially Jungkook, commands attention on a scale that rivals entire entertainment industries. Social media analytics from fan communities showed staggering numbers, millions of mentions within hours, video clips crossing multi-million views before sunrise in certain time zones, reaction compilations trending alongside the original content. Even unrelated accounts referenced him in memes. "Rent-free," one viral tweet joked. "He lives in the algorithm." Jimmy Fallon's surprise felt almost symbolic of mainstream recognition catching up, again, to a reality army has long understood. Jungkook's appeal transcends language barriers. His charisma translates without subtitles. A raised eyebrow becomes a GIF. A shy smile becomes a wallpaper. A spontaneous vocal run becomes the soundtrack to thousands of edits. The internet doesn't just watch him. It remixes him, reinterprets him, amplifies him. Part of the magic lies in timing. Jungkook appears when least expected. Just as conversations begin shifting elsewhere, he re-enters the digital stage. And unlike heavily scripted celebrity appearances, his presence feels intimate. Fans often describe it as hanging out rather than watching a performance. That intimacy fuels loyalty. Loyalty fuels engagement. Engagement fuels trends. And trends fuel global headlines. Fallon, known for celebrating viral culture, likely understands this cycle better than most. His show has thrived on internet moments. Yet even he seemed to marvel at how Jungkook generates them almost accidentally. Does he have a button somewhere? He teased. Like, press here to break the internet. The truth may be simpler and more complex at the same time. Jungkook embodies a blend of talent, humility, and unpredictability. He can deliver powerhouse vocals one minute and playful chaos the next. That duality keeps audiences guessing. In a digital era where predictability often leads to boredom, Jungkook's spontaneity is electric. Fans around the world documented their reactions in real time. In Jakarta, midnight watch parties formed online. In New York, commuters scrolled through edits on subway platforms. In Seoul, cafes buzzed with whispered discussions about his latest appearance. Screens glowed in the dark across continents. "He's back," some posted dramatically, as though announcing a superhero's return. Jimmy Fallon's comment, "He's everywhere," quickly became a meme itself. Fans clipped it, captioned it, and paired it with montage after montage of Jungkook's recent viral moments. The irony, Fallon's reaction only amplified the dominance he was reacting to. The cycle fed itself. Critics sometimes argue that viral fame is fleeting, but Jungkook's recurring internet takeovers challenge that narrative. This isn't a one-time spike. It's a pattern, a phenomenon, a digital heartbeat that pulses whenever he steps into view. There's also the visual factor. Jungkook's style evolution has been closely followed, dissected, and celebrated. Each appearance sparks fashion breakdown threads. What was he wearing? Why that hairstyle? What does it symbolize? Fashion brands trend alongside his name. Even casual outfits become conversation starters. Fallon, known for playful style commentary on his show, would surely appreciate the layers of discussion that a single Jungkook look can generate. Yet beyond aesthetics, it's the emotional resonance that cements his dominance. When he sings live, even through a phone screen, viewers describe chills. When he speaks candidly about fears or dreams, comment sections transform into supportive communities. That emotional exchange builds a foundation far stronger than surface-level virality. Jimmy Fallon once described BTS as the biggest band in the world. Seeing Jungkook continue to command such massive solo attention likely reinforces that belief. The group's legacy remains intact, but individual stardom adds another dimension. It's not fragmentation, it's expansion. As the latest wave of online frenzy unfolded, media outlets began crafting headlines within hours. Jungkook breaks the internet again. Jimmy Fallon reacts to Jungkook's viral domination. Army sends Jungkook trending worldwide. Each article added fuel. Each tweet multiplied reach. The snowball became an avalanche. Meanwhile, Jungkook himself seemed blissfully unaware of the scale. That contrast between his calm demeanor and the chaos outside is almost poetic. He logs off. The world logs on. He rests. The timeline erupts. He breathes. The algorithm combusts. Jimmy Fallon's astonishment may have been playful, but it underscored a genuine cultural shift. The center of global pop culture is no longer confined by geography. A South Korean artist can ignite conversations in every time zone simultaneously, and not occasionally, but repeatedly. Digital marketing experts analyze his impact in seminars. Organic virality, they call it, community-driven amplification. But fans call it something simpler, star power. As days passed, the wave didn't immediately subside. Compilations evolved into think pieces. Think pieces evolved into debates. Debates evolved into renewed streaming campaigns. Jungkook's older performances resurfaced, gaining fresh views. It wasn't just a spike, it was a resurgence. Jimmy Fallon's reaction clip continued circulating, often captioned with variations of "even Jimmy knows." The acknowledgement from a prominent American host symbolized validation, though ARMY